Hi, James Watson here. I'm going to cover a real sensitive subject. It's close to home for me, bullying. I just want to touch on something real quick. What we need to do is teach our kids how to fight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. When we don't teach our kids about conflict resolution, what they do is they go home, expect people to bail them out, then they have trouble looking in the mirror because they've been abused. Psychologically, it's more traumatic to go home and have done nothing than to stand up. If they stand up, they have that "at least I tried" sense. If they go home, they have that super low self-esteem, poor self-confidence, then they go and kill themselves. Our children, more and more, are going to kill themselves if we do not teach them to stand up to the adversity that they face in life, be it a person or otherwise. I have been bullied as a kid, and I fought every bully that I ever met, and they never bothered me again. And that's gone for every kid at school. They pick on the weak because they're cowards. I despise bullies. They're cowards, and they pick on the weak. When they notice that they're not weak and that they will stand up, they leave these people alone. People say, oh, I don't want my kid to be in violent situations. Well, what do you think is going to happen in life when not just an office job, something comes at them and then they run and expect somebody to bail them out, but in life where they do bump into somebody and then they shrink up, they go home and then they want to kill themselves because they couldn't stand up for themselves? That's a horrible, horrible way to live. To live your life in fear, that's so bad. And for all the women out there who think to teaching their kids that, it's a horrible solution. Out of all the things in life, I do have some emotional intelligence issues, but I've never had conflict resolution issues because my mother said, look, if you have a problem with somebody, you go handle it, and I'll be there and we'll make sure that this is taken care of. Sometimes more than one kid bullies them, and sometimes your son has to catch them one-on-one. But what doesn't happen in school is going to happen off campus. So if your son takes it off campus, happens to fight this kid, the kid's going to leave him alone. And unfortunately, if it happens at school and he gets suspended, yes, that's one of the things that comes along with that in life, but would you rather him get suspended or rather him kill himself? Literally, you do have those two choices, whether you like it or not. I don't care. That's the facts. You deal with them. Unfortunately, men deep down inside were born to war. This is how countries were won, how things were won, how battles were won. We just have to understand it. People are different, men and women. And some kids, even though they don't want to fight, you take them to classes, teach them to defend themselves. And then at least they have that self-confidence to know that if adversity comes their way, at least they have the ability to stand up for themselves, even if they never have to. And teach them to be good at communication so maybe they can talk their way out of it. I'm not advocating violence, but I do advocate that anybody stand up for themselves. Man, woman, or child. You have to. It's just a part of life. And I think that we need to know that and start understanding that so kids don't go shooting up schools and feel like they have to kill themselves and feel like they have nobody to go to and nowhere to turn, when all they would have to do is stand up for themselves, and they could at least have that comfort deep down inside that they did something. All you can do is try, and at least they'll know that deep down inside. Thank you.